All right, guys, we're here at SHOT Show 2024. This is John Crump Live and John Crump News. We were going to go live, but the infrastructure really didn't support it. But first, I want to thank Otis for actually giving us the space. It is a beautiful space, and we are right on the floor with everyone. You guys have Demo Ranch coming out here in a little bit. In about 45 minutes. It's really, really cool. So, who are you?
I am Jared. I'm the digital marketing manager for Otis Technology, responsible for all of our influencer outreach, website, all of our online advertising, etc. I have a fun job. I get to meet fun guys like John here and go to range days, and as well as managing all of our online advertising.
And we also have Safety Harbor Firearms, who you all are familiar with from the show.
Yep. Oh, hey, there it is. Walter Keller, Safety Harbor Firearms. The badge says Hank Strange Media. I'm kind of representing for Hank here at the SHOT Show. First time I've been walking the SHOT Show as a walker since 2003. So kind of different. Yeah.
And also, you have a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. So one of my responsibilities at Otis, as well as I'm a personality on our Otis YouTube, but on the personal. My channel is Mud Lake Ranch, so if you could give that a subscribe, that'd be fantastic. I just do typical gun reviews, but I also let people a little bit inside my life on my 100-acre property in upstate New York, so get to see some vintage snowmobiles, occasional vintage watercraft, and fun things like that, as well as shooting and gun reviews. So a little wide variety of things go on over there.
Awesome. Show us your product here.
Yeah, so Otis Technology is best known for our round softback cleaning kits. This specific one here is our Otis Tactical Cleaning Kit. It cleans everything from 17 cal up to 12 gauge in this small round softback. Otis is standard military issue, so a lot of folks recognize this if they've ever been deployed. A lot of people return with the kits that they were given. It comes with a MOLLE strap, so you can hook it right to your vest. One of our funnest products, I guess, or easiest to use products is our Otis Ripcord. It's in the gun stake type of family. So what makes ours different is that it's memory flex cable at its core, so it doesn't require gravity to feed it into the barrel. It's fitted with 8/32 brass ends, so you can add a brush to follow the ripcord, or a mop, or even a patch with solvent on it. One other point about this you need to know is that it's heat resistant up to 750 degrees Fahrenheit. So you can clean at the range while the barrel is still hot. Underneath that braided Nomex is a helical shaped rubber core that follows the lands and grooves of your rifling as you pull it through the barrel. Otis is known for breech to muzzle cleaning. We always recommend that you clean the direction that the bullet travels. For those of you that are into solid rods, new this year for Otis is we've introduced this handle that is either rotates, or it can be used in a fixed position just by unthreading the rod here, changing it from this end to this end, and then it'll be fixed, so you can clean your chamber area with a chamber brush, or if you have a smooth bore shotgun, we have a new shotgun rod that's a thicker diameter rod, as well as a 17 cal rod for your air guns, or 17 caliber rifles, or even 22 caliber rifles. Some people haven't adopted pull-through cleaning yet and use a traditional rod, or they use both. So now you can clean wherever, whenever, and whatever you want with Otis cleaning products.
Nice. Well, I see two of our other guests out there, so we're going to bring on Stephen Williford and Jeremy Deadman next.
Yeah, thank you for having me on, and thank you for joining us here at the Otis podcast booth. Having a great SHOT Show, and appreciate you taking the time to come out and hang with us.
Thank you so much. All right, we are back, and Flying Rich, right next to Flying Rich over there, is the man, the myth, the legend, Stephen Williford.
How's it going?
If you guys don't know Stephen Williford, he is known as the Barefoot Defender. I would call him a hero, but he gets really, really upset about that.
I'm a common redneck, and here's the deal. We pass by heroes every day, and we don't even recognize it. We pass by men and women that have served this nation in Iraq or Afghanistan fighting for our country and been in multiple gunfights, and we don't seem to recognize them. We pass by police officers that risk their lives daily for you and your safety. We don't seem to recognize them. I'm not trying to say that what I did wasn't heroic, because I guess, I would say the same thing for someone else. I just say there's heroes that walk among us all the time and they don't get recognized.
If you do not know who Stephen Williford is, he engaged an active shooter outside the church with, 8 or 7 rounds?
8 rounds.
8 rounds and no shoes. And the guy was wearing body armor, and he was able to shoot around the body armor and saved a lot of lives that day.
People know me as the Barefoot Defender, and I'm okay with that mantle, because when shots were being fired and I could hear them, I didn't take time to put shoes on, and people are amazed at that. And I tell them, you're lucky I had pants on.
And also right here we have Jeremy Deadman. Jeremy Deadman runs a company called XTech Tactical, which is a great they make great magazines, especially AK magazines. It's the only AK magazines I run. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. It's just they are like the most durable on the planet. He's also really, really good on gun rights, and he is one of. I got it, Steven. All right, you can do that. All right, and he's donated a lot of money to pro-gun causes and done a lot for the pro-gun world. So tell us about any new products that are coming out that you might want to discuss.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what I can say and what I can't say.
No, sure. So we are now kind of shifting gears and announcing to the world that we are what we internally refer to as building the OtterBox of magazine extensions. So we have several issued patents in the space. So our goal is to offer a magazine extension for every popular pistol in America over the next couple of years. And so we're in tooling now for Glock. We'll be finishing up our 365 lineup to cover the XL and Macro. And so, yeah, it's going to be a constant influx and release. I think I've got around 20 different extensions in development right now. So pretty excited.
That is awesome. Now back to Steven for a second here. Steven, you're working with GOA.
I am working for Gun Owners of America.
What are you doing with GOA?
I'm the national spokesperson. I'm industry liaison and grassroots. I light the grassroots on fire. When we have something, I get out there and I speak. Recently, Colorado tried to enact a assault weapons ban, if you will. We call it a modern sporting good rifle ban. They wanted a magazine capacity ban for standard capacity magazines. And here you are talking about extending the magazines out. I need to talk to you about that. But anyway, so Colorado was trying to enact these things. And so many people were saying that this is going to happen. It doesn't matter. But GOA says, we don't believe that it has to. And we're going to get out there, and they put me out there at Colorado, and I signed up to speak in the state house, and they said we normally don't let somebody from out of state speak in Colorado. This is Colorado issues. And in the bill, it mentioned Sutherland Springs and the mass shooting that happened there. And I said, you know what? If you're going to speak and you're going to use Sutherland Springs as a reason to ban guns, then you ought to talk to somebody from Sutherland Springs. And if you don't know, I used an AR-15 to defend my community. And they said, well, okay, fine. They would listen to me. And so I sat for 6.5 hours on a Zoom call. And the only reason I wasn't in Colorado itself is because I had just come back. I signed up in Texas at 7:30 in the morning, and I got through testifying at 1:30 the next morning. And then I got a hotel and got in the hotel about 2 o'clock and got on the road and did the Zoom call all the way home from Austin. Waiting on the Zoom call, I waited 6.5 hours, and I testified in Colorado against their assault weapons ban. And we defeated it by 1 vote in committee. And that's what Gun Owners of America is doing for you. And I'm gonna tell you, it's our members of Gun Owners of America. We have 2.5 million members now.
Yes, I think it's a little bit more than that now.
It is, thanks to the pistol brace ban fight.
Yeah, the ATF is the best recruiter for GOA.
It's like,
damn.
And thank God for our lawyers and you members. You guys are the ones that are making it happen. We have excellent lawyers, and thank God for our lawyers that are out there fighting the fight. And it was real funny because the ATF says we cannot compel GOA to give up their membership list. And you're right. GOA is not going to give up the membership list. And so they said, therefore, they cannot enforce the pistol brace ban. And the judge agreed with them and said, that's right, you can't enforce the pistol brace ban, so therefore we're going to do away with it for the whole nation.
Yeah.
And so that's what, now they're going to appeal it, and it'll go eventually to the Supreme Court. But as for right now, companies are out there selling pistol braces once again.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of dumbass stuff that goes on with the ATF, and also states, including magazine limitations. Yeah, like a lot of people don't like the 5.7 guns because they hold like 20 rounds and stuff. But X-Tech says, we understand you don't like the 20 round magazine, so we're gonna fix that and give another type of magazine for 5.7s. So go ahead and tell us about this 5.7 magazine here.
Yeah, so two mics. So this is a product that's been developed. We're considering bringing it to tooling. So we'd love to hear from you. You can reach out to us on social, X-Tech Tactical, send us emails. But we are looking at making a complete product line of 5.7 extensions to support every popular 5.7 pistol out there. And it would be a unique way we do the tooling. Finished product would be as good as the rest of ours, but this is a Ruger 5.7 I'm holding. So this goes from 20 to 30 rounds.
Yeah.
So just for those 5.7 guys, we know you hate money. That's why you should give more to GOA, by the way. But also, this is a way to even spend more money at the range, which, start a gun company, it's a tax write-off. So I mean, that's a play.
Yeah, and I carry 2 spare mags. So if I was carrying that, I would be carrying 90 rounds.
90 rounds.
Now, if I get in a gunfight and need more than 90 rounds, I'll just carry a third magazine.
One of the things we do with
Never can have enough.
A lot of our extensions in our AK mag lineup, those of you that are familiar, we built those things to literally out-survive you. But we also make our 1030, we call it the California Special. It was a product that kind of introduced with GOA, the partner program. John and I were brainstorming one day, and so we ship every order we ship with comes with a $5 off to join GOA code for y'all. But we make our magazines easily convertible. So we study state laws closely and design them to where you can get our free state adapters, which, for the 365 extension, if you buy the +0, you can convert to a +3 if and when you move to a free state or if and when your state laws change. So really, we're setting up to assist as much as we can. I said that, not Jeremy. Yeah, good, strong groups that are actually effective, like GOA, in making things happen. But really, our goal is to get as much freedom as possible around the country without us having to fight states ourselves.
I got a question for you. Why is the USPS attending SHOT Show? I just saw USPS people.
I don't love that as a guy who's shipping USPS. That doesn't make me feel warm inside, John. I won't lie.
The USPS has a SWAT team, right?
I guess they do.
I mean, the FDA does and the IRS does. I mean, I'm sure they do too. Yeah.
You could use the old catchphrase for your company that you can never have too much ammunition unless you're on fire or drowning. See, that's a good catchphrase for you guys. Y'all can use that.
I think that could work. We are not announcing today, but we do have something in the works later this year that will be potentially the loudest ruckus for magazine-related products on this topic of restricted mags, and that's something that we're kind of whispering, and will actually be announced at GunCon later this year. So we're excited for that.
Yeah, I might be there. I haven't really decided yet, but
I'll be there.
Stephen Williford will be there, so come out to GunCon and meet Stephen Williford, the barefoot defender.
And he won't wear shoes if you show up. If you are there, he will not wear shoes the entire show.
I'm sorry, I think I was kind of cold, and I'm a redneck Texan, and I'll probably have shoes and might even have socks on top of my shoes.
Yeah.
I can't handle cold weather.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming on. My pleasure. We're gonna bring in a couple other people. I see our other guests here.
Real quick, can I
Do whatever the hell you want,
Okay.
Steven. You are my hero. By the way, before you say anything, Steven has a book. It is an incredible book. I bought the digital copy, and I have a hard copy or paperback of it.
It's called A Town Called Sutherland Springs. You can find it on Amazon. Please go to Amazon and buy it. Or
5 stars.
Or you can even go to gunowners.org, and they sell my book actually at gunowners.org, and you can sign up while you're there looking for the book, sign up for a membership, and be part of the solution and not the problem.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Toomer with Rost Martin, and this is our introductory product, the RM1C. So it's a compact striker-fired 9mm pistol, and in a sea of black guns out there, we really knew that we needed to come to market with a unique offering, and so what we wanted to do was offer a really rich feature set at a really competitive price point. So MSRP on this is $459, but it has some of the same features that you would see on like a $600 gun. So in this case, we really focused on the actual ergonomics of the pistol, so it feels really great in your hand and actually feels like an extension of your hand when you're shooting. And we also focused on the trigger as well. So it has a really short reset, a really clean break. It's a 5-pound trigger pull, but in some instances we're measuring it closer to 4.5. And that's been one of the main things that we've been hearing here at the show is everyone's coming through and really commenting on how great the trigger feels. It's optics ready and ships with a metal RMR plate. The other optic plates are available for sale on our website as well. So it's compatible with Shield, Dr. Noblex, Leupold. So any popular footprint is compatible with our RM1C. And even small details. So we have non-glare top slide serrations here. We have an ambi mag release button, and just the actual ergonomics of the mag release button is important. We have a beveled edge here, so your finger can more quickly find the trigger. It's 15+1 with a flush mag and 17+1 with an extended mag. This is the flush base plate right here. And aftermarket, and then this is the extended mag. So just gives you just a little bit,
magic.
Yes, all camera magic. Just gives you a little more surface area for your pinky right there. And aftermarket compatibility, speaking of the magazine, we knew aftermarket compatibility was going to be important being a new brand. So sight configuration is XD, XDM. And then also it will accept CZ P10 mags. So the magazine body of a CZ P10 will fit our RM1C, but we have a different magazine base plate, so it might hang out the bottom just a little bit. Might not look the prettiest, but it certainly work if you're going to take it to the range, for example, and just want some interchangeability there. So we are Dallas, Texas based, so we're a made in USA product, and so if you have any more information, or if you would like more information, I guess I should say, you should check out rostmartin.com.
And I have one question.
Oh, yes.
Holster compatibility.
Ooh, great question. So we do have holsters available from Crossbreed, A&R Design, We the People, Black Point Tactical. DeSantis is also making a holster for us, so there are holster options available.
So if you wanted to carry this, you could pick up a holster today.
Yep, exactly. And most importantly, the MSRP on this is $459. So really competitive price point for all the features that you're going to get in our platform.
One of the questions that people are going to ask me, does this take Gen 3 Glock parts?
It does not. No Gen 3 Glock parts are compatible with this. So
yeah, it's its own thing.
It's its own thing, yes, exactly. We actually did model, the baseline inspiration behind the gun was actually the Arex Delta. So Arex is actually a strategic design partner of ours, and they supply some of the parts of the pistol. But we do actually have our own manufacturing processes that we do in Dallas, Texas. So it is a made in Dallas product, and that allows us to also keep the price point low and competitive for you guys out there.
All right, thank you.
Yes, awesome. Thank you guys so much.
We are back, and Rich hasn't said a word, and he usually has stories for everything, which is really, really bizarre.
Well, I guess the one bizarre thing is Mr. Snow and I don't think ever meet in Florida. I think we met together in Florida once, and we're both Florida men.
Yeah, walking around, Rich was like, we went to one booth, Rich was like, oh, you're from Minnesota. One time I was in Minnesota, and such and such happened. We go to the next
Jordan,
thing.
aren't you glad I don't call you on the phone?
Oh, you got
You can
a.
call anytime you'd like.
Have you ever crashed a
You
plane
got a
in Minnesota?
Toyota.
Oh, okay.
One time I had a Toyota.
Yeah. Does your car drive itself, Rich? Tell us more about that, please. Which one do you have?
Do you know I was a pilot?
How many times have you flown a plane, Richard?
All right, if you guys don't know who we have here, this is Saint Jordan Vinro, who has the PR Trigger, Gideon Optics, JSD Supplies, Eagle Shows, some other gun shows I don't even remember the name is. What?
Mac shows.
Max Shows.
Big Reno gun show.
Big Reno Gun Show. Just, I don't know. Jordan wakes up in the morning and goes, I think I'm going to buy a new company today. Notice people are taking pictures of us. So, yes. So, Jordan, you unveiled something really, really cool. And I think Mr. Snow is the expert on it.
Could be. He probably knows more about my product than I do.
The LPVO.
The LPVO, a 1 to 10 34 millimeter tube optic for your ARs. So the reticle itself was designed by Mike, and he did a fantastic job, kind of the head of that Gideon Optics line.
I messed around with it. It is insane.
I really like the fact that it's got some ranging capabilities set at the 18.5-inch kind of marker, which is the average human torso size, as you're looking straight on them.
Yeah.
I think it's got some really great features that you don't often find in an optic at that price point.
Yeah, put it this way. I have a Geisley LPVO that's over $1,000. And I picked up theirs and I was like, I wish I didn't spend $1,000.
So setup on this one is, you can see it on the website there at GideonOptics.com, is coming in right now at $399. It includes that 1 to 10 LPVO optic as well as the mounting for that. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're running a special for SHOT Show, or until we run out of mounts. So
I think we may already be out.
we might be. I'm not sure. I don't know.
You're out. I'm not.
Yeah. No, you have one. Yeah.
Rich, you gotta wait till the mic gets over there so they can hear you.
And so mine is coming in June.
Yeah.
All right.
Rich will have it in June.
All right. So Jordan, what is a per trigger?
PR trigger, pull and release trigger. It's for the Glock, Gen 3, Gen 4. Gen 5's not out yet. Working through there. Gonna have it, I don't know, 6 weeks or so.
It's a hell of a lot of fun. I will say that I have one. The PR trigger, it's not called a binary because what a lot of people don't realize is binary is trademarked by Franklin Armory. So they're the only ones that can make a binary trigger. It's like Band-Aids, right? Johnson & Johnson owns a trademark on Band-Aids, but everyone calls it Band-Aids. So since I'm not part of Gideon Optics or PR triggers, it is a binary Glock trigger.
So it's set up to currently fit on the 17s, the 19s, and the 26s. So your double stack 9 millimeters. There's an exciting new development coming out that was just prototyped this week that'll actually have a selector switch to be able to choose between a semi-automatic version or the pull release version, because I still have to kind of sort of say that.
Oh my God, that is.
I want to say that we love Franklin Armory. They have a great product, fantastic products. They're the pioneer in this space, and
They are.
glad to follow the trail that they've blazed.
Yeah, they're good people.
Yeah, great people. Had lunch with a few of their guys a little bit ago, and yeah, we're just happy to be in the same conversation. So we have a lot of fun making products that we enjoy using, and you will absolutely enjoy it, unless you're in California, Florida,
Maybe.
Iowa. What else? New York, New Jersey. Yeah, specifically New Jersey. We don't sell you anything. So have fun. When you can, where you can.
I was in Virginia last week in DLD After Dark. He had one of the triggers, and we went over to XCal, the range, and shot it, and it was like just a bullet hose. He had a whole bunch of casings flying through the air. He was really good at operating that trigger.
Yeah, once you get the cadence down, you can really run a mag. So thank you very much. It's a lot of fun. It's a range toy. You're not going to be running any SWAT operations or SOCOM things. It's
Allegedly.
into a
If you
bunch
do,
of
make sure you
trash.
record it.
Oh yeah, record it if you're going to do that.
If
yeah,
you're- if
we'll
you're going
take
to.
the video. Yeah, definitely do it
In Minecraft.
in Minecraft.
Yes.
Yes, right. Yes, in Minecraft.
And you've also got the Prism optic coming out.
Prism Optic is out. They both launched today. 229 1X Prism. It's probably my favorite optic we have out right now. The LPVO It's probably my second favorite, but yeah, the Advocate.
I didn't even look at the Prism. I just looked at the LPVO. You guys didn't tell me anything about the Prism.
Yeah, I was hiding. It's on the MP5, so lots of fun.
That's equipped with a KES by Safety Harbor Firearms. And Walter's going to be back in here in a minute with Bill from Washington Gun Law.
Cool. Great. Sounds like a great
Yeah.
class.
Bill is a good guy. Earlier on at the GOA booth, it was a celebrity fest.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was John Crea, Jared, Langley Outdoors, Legally Armed America.
Is Rob Olsen there?
Rob Olsen was there. Stephen Stromboli. Yeah. Stembole was there. Stephen Williford, Dick Heller.
Nice.
I mean, it was just.
And
You like Dick.
and now you have us.
And now it's us.
Dude, you.
Sorry,
no, Mr. Snow is one of my favorite people. Prince Street Pete was there as well. Mr. Snow is one of my favorite people. One of my favorite people. Right up there on the top.
Yeah.
I'm always doing something fun, exciting, chasing the dopamine, and
My
having a good time.
favorite person
Is Rich.
is Saint Vinro. So, if, which I think it will, the stay at the Supreme Court level gets,
So you're talking frame
Removed.
and receiver rule.
and frames and receivers become illegal again, will JSD Supply start releasing them up again, or is that still up in the air?
Well, we'll have to see what legal counsel recommends. So
And he has a damn good legal counsel.
we don't want to test that theory, but
Yeah.
we do appreciate their efforts.
His legal counsel is almost as good as my legal counsel. Wait a minute. I guess they're equal
They are equal.
because they are the same people.
That's right. Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. And we'll be right back.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. Thanks, John. Thanks, Rich.
Thanks, Otis. Oh, hey, there's Darth Vader.
All right, guys. We are back with our next guest. Back and joining us again is Walter Keller of Safety Harbor Firearms.
Hey, everybody. What's going on?
He makes a great 50 cal.
50 cal upper for an AR lower. We've been doing it since 2003.
I acquired a challenge coin from the New York Anti-Gun Commission.
New York Anti-Gun.
Yeah, it's
There's no
their
shortage of
Gun
that.
Violence Prevention
No
Commission.
shortage of anti-gun stuff in New York. That's
And
for sure.
I'm going to shoot it with Walter's 50 cal.
Yes, he is. As soon as I get him a 50 cal.
Well, as soon as I get it.
Yes, he's going
But
to do that. Yeah.
So this, I guess, need no introduction. Washington Gun Law himself. Bill, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, John. Thank you so much for having me here. I love your channel, by the way. I geek out on it all the time.
Thank you. One of the people I've been looking forward to meeting is Bill. And I saw your video. You did a video saying, "Oh, I'm a shot."
Yeah.
I was like, "Damn, I'm gonna go find him."
Yeah, well, I appreciate you cutting me down. It's great to meet you in person. And this has been a fantastic experience. This is my first SHOT Show.
Cool.
So, yeah, this has been a pretty amazing experience, for sure.
How's the gun stuff going in Washington?
It's horrible. It's horrible. Washington is a broken state. Washington is morally bankrupt. Washington State has no moral compass. Washington State is hard at work at civilian disarmament. And shockingly, at the same time, our homicide numbers seem to rise every single year. So things are terrible in Washington. One of these days, you guys may turn on YouTube and see my channel's called Idaho Gun Law. It's going that well.
And your family's been in Washington for a long time.
Yeah, you heard my story yesterday. My family got to Washington State in 1883. My great-great-great-grandpa served in the Union Army out of the Illinois National Guard, was given 40 acres of land in the Washington Territory.
Oh, cool.
Got out there in 1883, buried there in 1912. Every Kirk that's ever lived in the United States is buried in the state of Washington. So I take very
wow.
personally what we're doing to our state. It really bothers me greatly.
And there's even a Kirkland, Washington.
That's right, named after Peter Kirk. who is a distant relative of my clan of Kirks. Yes.
I would say that I would tell people that it's named after you.
Yeah,
But this-
I know. They're smarter than that. I'm never going to get away with that one.
You give people way too much credit.
I try to be nice.
Yeah. So what have you seen at SHOT Show that you like the most?
I'll tell you the thing that impresses me the most. First of all, you don't really have an idea of the depth of this industry until you really, really get into it. But the thing that is probably been most inspiring is the camaraderie, the fact that we're all in this together, the fact that it's so nice when you come from a state like Washington, you get to hang out with thousands and thousands of individuals who cherish their inalienable rights. It's very motivating. It's a very positive experience. I've enjoyed every minute of it.
I can call you Dapper, right?
That's right. We did win the most dapper 2A influencer at the Gundies Monday night.
Right. Yeah.
And he revealed that he films with no pants on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I should have only gotten the top half of the award because really I'm only dressed in about. In Washington State, we shut our whole state down for a few years because of COVID, right? Because we needed to save lives, and with that, the court system got shut down too. So we all started doing Zoom court. So most of us have been appearing in court dressed from the waist up for the last couple of years now.
Sure.
Yeah.
You didn't do a CNN?
No.
Don't Google that video.
I'm not a big Jeffrey Toobin fan, so.
Don't Google Jeffrey Toobin, whatever you do. You do not want to see the video.
Yeah, that's for sure. For sure.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me, John. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks. All right, let's get Roy Hill.
Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks a million.
I'm here with Imperial Arms, with Nate from Imperial Arms. Let us know what you have here.
Okay, so what Imperial Arms does in conjunction with my distributor, Armory of Kings, we make a variety of upgrades for the FN SCAR platform, starting from virgin upper receivers to trigger modules to bolt carriers. Starting with the uppers, we have 16s, 17s, SC compatible uppers. We make a trigger module, the MTM mil-spec trigger module. You can run any mil-spec AR-15 trigger in your SCAR. You can also run force reset rare breed triggers with our patent pending linkage system and full auto M16 fire control groups. You can also run any AR-10 pattern magazine in your SCAR. We have the buffered bolt carrier that drops right into your SCAR. It is the Imperial Arms BBC. It's got a hydraulically buffered.
Why did you come up with that name, BBC?
Because it's big, black, and bold.
All right.
And it's a carrier, buffered bolt carrier.
Buffered bolt carrier.
Buffered
All right.
BBC, buffered bolt carrier.
I'm sure that's the reason.
That's exactly why. Google BBC, you'll see it on the internet. It'll pop up.
Do not Google that.
It drops right into a SCAR. We have a hydraulic piston inside of here. It's a patent pending design. It eliminates nearly all the recoil in the gun. If you're familiar with the SCAR, the back plate screws can cant out from overgas, so that solves the overgassing issue. And then for the piece de resistance for SHOT Show is the 7.5-inch 8.6 blackout black pill Cypher
Nice.
X.
That is very nice. I love the break on here, by the way.
And for general overview, that's pretty much everything. And if you're interested in finding all of this, armoryofkings.com or imperialarmsco.com, you can find everything available.
We're a man on the street interview here with some random gentleman that we've met.
Okay, that was Roy Hill.
Hi everybody. Good to be here.
Okay, this is Roy Hill.
I have changed roles recently. I was at Brownells for about 12 years, and now I'm with Swanson Russell Agency. We like to say we're the best marketing and PR agency for brands that work and play outside.
But that's not why we brought you in here to
That's
talk.
not why you brought me here, but I had to give the plug. No, I'm on the board of directors of Special Operations Wounded Warriors. We're a 501c3 charity, and we're dedicated to providing therapeutic outdoor experiences and other help for wounded and injured members of the Special Operations community.
That is awesome. I've talked to you about it, and it's a freaking great charity.
Thank you very much. I'm very proud to be associated with Sal. I've been doing things with Sal, probably 8 or 9 years now. Brownells has been one of the biggest sponsors of Sal. In fact, the brother of a guy who used to work at Brownells is one of the founders. That's our tie-in. So I've been going to the premier event. It's called Taken Bacon, And Taking Bacon is awesome. It's for about a week. It's on the North and South Carolina border, and we bring in an honored group of hunters. It's usually 10 or 12 dudes. Some of them are going to be active duty special operations operators. Some of them are retired. And they spend a week hunting feral hogs with packs of dogs and big sharp pointy knives, and it's awesome. It is awesome.
That's some survivor shit
That's
there.
some high adrenaline, high impact stuff, and it's glorious.
I've done it.
Oh, dude, I've never done it because that's at Taking Bacon. It's always for the operators. But the part I get to play that I love the most is for a week I get to be honorary bartender. So I'm slinging margaritas and mojitos and old fashions, for guys of certain organizations that they make movies about. Yeah. So that's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
And I've seen Roy in action at after parties. He is a good bartender.
Oh, thank you. I'm probably most infamous for my margaritas, but there's one guy there named Frank, who's always at Taking Bacon. He's an older gentleman, and I always have to work on my Tom Collins recipe just for him. I make like 6 Tom Collinses a year, and they're all for him. And it looks like we have some sort of technical difficulty or issue going on.
We're getting heckled.
We're getting heckled from the peanut gallery. There's finger pointing.
Throw it over the top.
And we're throwing things.
What you don't see is there's a glass wall.
And it rebounded. But other things about Sal, in addition to the therapeutic outdoor experiences, which are almost all hunting or fishing trips, we also have a very extensive service dog donation program.
That's something that you told me about, and I thought that was incredible.
Yeah, we've even had folks able to present dogs to deserving veterans on TV show like Fox and Friends. A few years ago, we gave some dogs away here at SHOT Show. We called it the American AF Party. I'll let you figure out what AF was. And then
fuck.
Yeah. Well, okay. There you go. Well, not my show. I'll let you say it. And then
Dude, I'm a free speech, absolutely.
Amen. Hallelujah. I like all of my amendments. I like all.
Yeah.
So far, I've actually done professional work for first and second. So eventually, I have to get on some sort of coalition to prevent the quartering of troops in personal houses.
Well, in California, they're trying to do that, but so with cameras.
My gosh! So we need to invoke our Third Amendment rights again.
Yeah.
But, the other thing Sal does that's awesome, we call it Operator Reset Week, and we'll bring a group of about 6 operators together, and they spend a week with a bunch of clinicians who are experts in everything from psychology to counseling to nutrition, even things like yoga. Anything that can help these guys reset and help their mental state and get them back where they need to be.
That is awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on. And Sal Charity, www.salcharity.com.
And before we get out of here, I wanted you to take a look at this.
Okay, cool.
This is insane. I have one of these, and it's incredible. It's on my SBR MP5. Yes.
I bet this is Walter's doing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's our compact entry stock, safety over firearms. Yeah, so this is for the straight up MP5. I call it full size MP5. We call it the KES stock, compact entry stock. So it's a multi-position, or you can just push the button a little and go all the way out.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is really cool because a lot of them, when you do it, you have to like hit the button and kill all the button down. You just can't rip it out.
Right.
But this actually saves you a lot of time.
So yeah, and aside they got QD mounts on both sides.
Right.
Uses the standard pin to put it on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's. We also make a tail hook version that it takes the tail hook brace.
Oh, look at that.
We don't make the tail hook brace.
Right.
That's Gearhead Works, but this is designed to mount
that will
that.
accept the tail hook brace.
Yes. So
right.
we do it both ways.
And
I
know that the brace decision is still murky and still up in the air.
It's a nationwide injunction.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a nationwide injunction to right now. Everyone's selling braces. ATF can't do shit about it.
I've noticed certain manufacturers are now back on board and offering guns
all of them
with
like
braces.
SIG's doing it. All of them, and they can't do shit about it because no one will issue an injunction. The ATF went, please, sir, can we have an Can we have a stay on the injunction? And they're like, no.
So once that happened, when we were doing these full bore,
right.
At one time we sold more brace stocks than we did stocks.
Right.
Stock
right.
Once that injunction thing and all that up and down and up and down and up and down, we were selling a lot of these because people were getting those free tax stamps.
Yeah, the registration for free,
Yeah,
right?
but now this
Right.
is back on. I talked to Gearhead Works today, and he's back on making stuff. So this is for the MP5K, by the way, too, for you people that have Ks.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's what I have mine on.
Yeah, and the K, it slides underneath that sheet metal in the back of the receiver. We are the only people in the whole world that make it where it fits on that way.
So
yeah, it is. It's trust me. In Die Hard, Bruce Willis hangs in an elevator, and this holds up, and the strap is what gives out. Well, sorry. And I was like, that's bullshit. And then I got one. And I was like, wait a minute, he must have had a KES.
So this is a Safety Harbor Firearms worldwide exclusive, and where can folks find those?
You can find them on safetyharborfirearms.com. That's where you can find them the easiest way. You can call the shop, but you can get the number off safetyharborfirearms.com. Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
There are some other distributors out there. I think HK Parts has been carrying some of these stuff for us.
Mm-hmm.
So just check around, you'll find them. So
Yeah. I will say that I waited months and months to get mine, and then I bought I bought another stock because like they're never coming back in stock, and like less than 2 days after I bought another stock,
I gave him one. I sent him one. He had to
Thank
get,
you.
So you got the 2-for-1 deal.
He had to get that janky thing off that he had. So
yeah, he's like, I don't like that. Here, and he gave me one.
throw it in the garbage.
But how many months did I wait for it?
I don't know.
Was it longer or shorter waiting on a tax stamp?
Actually, it was longer. Sorry,
Quiet.
But now they're back in stock, right?
They're back in
Yes,
stock
yeah.
now, so
The
there's
biggest thing- the
no
hardest
wait
thing-
at all.
The hardest thing to make about the whole stock is these rods.
Right.
These rods have 4 ops on the machines to make, so it fits in there really nice.
It's got to be nice and snug.
Yeah,
and this feels really. I mean, there's no flex, there's no give. That is solid.
That's what
that
I'm
feels
saying.
awesome.
I got to hire Roy. 60.
Hey, professional marketing services. You go. Okay.
You got a little bit of experience.
Swanson and Russell.
6061 aluminum. It's a hard coat Type 3 anodized, so it's military grade anodizing.
Cool.
From a company local, it does a lot of those 40 millimeter things.
Oh yes,
I've
those
seen
things.
those in their shop.
Those things.
Grenade launchers.
Grenades. And then these are made out of O1 drill rods. So yeah, it's quality stuff, and it takes long to make, and we're not a sweatshop like in China. So
China.
It's
So,
it's the most amazing, most tremendous, just most beautiful stock and brace holder thing that's ever been made, truly in the history.
Are you
of-
looking
sorry.
for another job?
No, I'm always looking for a new gig, but I really like the one I'm at now. So.
Roy's all right. He can't help himself.
I can't help it; it just comes out, especially not on day 2 of SHOT Show.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow's my last day. We're going home tomorrow. So,
Congratulations!
yeah.
Congratulations on your successful escape.
And we're not exhibiting anymore, so it's all casual, so to speak. So.
Here you go.
That's awesome. I thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you again for giving me the opportunity to talk about Sal.
Dude, anytime. I've
you,
given
sir.
you. Well, I've done a whole video on it before.
Right,
And
thank you very much for
truly
that.
believe in the mission, and I will keep on pumping it as much as I can.
Thank you, and we're open to any sort of donation from like a penny up to however many you want, to how much you want to give.
Yeah,
www.salcharity.com, and we are great stewards of your money. Just for an example, nobody on our board receives a single penny of any pay. It all goes to help the men and the women that we serve.
All right, thank you guys.
Cool.
We are back, and
Were you on?
we're on now.
recording.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So we are back, and I am surrounded by Florida men, which makes me kind of scared. This is Drop It Like It's Scott.
What's going on, man? How are you?
I am not doing bad at all.
That's awesome.
How are you doing? How are you enjoying SHOT?
Oh man, the SHOT Show is amazing. This is the 4th year I've been here, and it's been soaking it in like a sponge every time.
What have you seen that is most impressive to you?
So far, the most impressive thing that I've seen is the collaboration of Canik and Terran Tactical with their TTI, the SFX TTI. It's pretty spectacular.
I have not been able to make it by there, but I'm definitely going to make it by there and take a look.
I mean, anything that's got Canik and Terran Tactical on it, you can't really go wrong with it.
Yeah, Canik makes some really good stuff, and Terran Tactical makes some really good stuff.
Yes.
There are usually Terran stuff is at a different price point to Canik.
Yep.
So what is the price point on that? Do you know?
$949.
$949. That's not bad for a
Not
Terran
bad at
Tactical.
all. Yeah. So Very cool. Yeah.
It's either an expensive Canic or a cheap Terran.
A little bit of both. But I don't think anything was cheap with Taryn. He's got some amazing skills and talents for sure.
Yeah. All right, I just wanted to bring you in here and say hi to you.
I appreciate that.
We're going to get ready and wrap up, but Walter, we forgot to plug something.
Oh, I forgot to mention the last time we were chatting, I own a company called StenParts.com. We've been doing Sten parts since '99. The name kind of describes what we do, Sten parts. So it's parts for Sten guns, parts for lots of different sub guns. You can check it out on StenParts.com.
So Scott, let's get a plug-in for your channel.
Oh yeah, Drop It Like It's Scott, YouTube and Instagram.
Great, thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much. All right, guys, this has been John Crump Live, not so live because of a damn internet, and I guess...
So, no Wi-Fi, no cell signal, it's saturated. If you can imagine all the people that are here at SHOT utilizing those technologies. So...
And the test yesterday worked, which is crazy.
Yeah, John was bringing his own Wi-Fi, basically, and that did not cut it today.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if there's just more people here today since it's the Wednesday and not the Tuesday. Maybe a lot of people didn't come. I don't know. But whatever. So I want to thank Otis.
Oh, yeah.
Otis is a great company. And when they reached out and wanted to know if I wanted to do this, I said, hell yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
good people, good company. They got us a nice area here to do a podcast from. Greatly appreciated, and they've got a great product.
Yeah, they got a great product. They have Matt from Demo Ranch outside right now signing autographs, and we are going to sign off here. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Next week, we'll be going back to the regular video feed, and I will try to get this up on Thursday, but I'm not sure.
All right, guys.
And with
Hey,
that,
thanks for watching.
We are out of here. Bye.